Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus with me, BringItDon. So the next mission we're going to do is this Heretek mission. But first we're going to level up our melee tech priest. So I removed all those ranged weapons because we're going to go ahead and try and max out his Explorator skill tree. So now he has arm equipment, thank goodness, and gonna get this last upgrade. So if no ranged weapons are equipped, he gets +1 to damage, +3 meters to movement, +1 physical and energy armor, and a 15% critical chance. Pretty good. Now my only concern is so this might not apply until we're in the mission, because this should be at 25% with this. I'm wondering if there's any, like, quote, ranged weapons that work as melee weapons. Because otherwise, I have 2 slots that I just can't use, and that's not good. Alright, well anyway, let's go ahead and start this Heretek mission. A historical perspective. Extract data on Adeptus Mechanicus Yop from the ship's Archivum Moribundus. I could bring... I'm just gonna bring these guys. It's an easy mission, so I'm not gonna waste Blackstone. Error. Information flow interrupt. Classified. Additional data retrieval failed. RE Epsilus Damic Yoth. This is troubling, Tech Inquisitor. If there are followers of an Arch Heretic on my ship, I would know more about them than their name. Their crimes must have been grave indeed for information on them to be prescribed. On Stygies 8 of all places. Formulating hypothesis. Hypotheses. No, it's hypothesis. Information gathered prior to prescription order. Chance of existence greater than 0. Then perhaps the Casus Metallicus still has records of this Epsilus. Obsolete data is collated in the Archivum Moribundus. I should see to its extraction in person. Naturally, I shall assist you, Magos. Alright. I'm receiving reports of rebel activity in the vicinity of the Archival Magos. They're not mere rebels, Sub-Tribune. They're heretics. All the more reason to meet them with overwhelming force, which throw every last one of them out of the airlocks. Before we can defeat the enemy, we must know it. I am as eager as you are to see this threat ended, but I will not attack while ignorant. Our objective remains the Archivum Moribundus. If the heretics wish to oppose us, we shall go through them. Probability calculation in progress. Calculation partially complete. Likeliest data repository. Archaeological server Primus. A useful starting point, Tech Inquisitor, but the data we seek could be anywhere. And if the heretics sabotage what we're looking for first, it will be no use searching at all. The Archivum Moribundus contains thousands of data repositories and millions of files. Seeking a particular piece of information is more an art than a science. So this is where I guess I choose my objective. So I'm assuming this is scanning multiple devices, this is surviving for so many rounds, and this is killing all enemies. I don't know. I don't care for killing all the enemies because that could be a hassle. I think I'll just do like Literature review or focus read? Yeah, literature review. Why not? There's no telling which server may contain relevant data, and the heretics do not allow us the luxury of diving too deeply. We must skim as many data repositories as possible for whatever we can find. Warning pop-up. A glimpse may not be enough. It is better than putting all our efforts into searching only one place. Those are my orders. The Archival Moribundus is spread out over a wide area. Though there is a main entrance, several other ways in mean the heretics could attack from anywhere. Yeah, deploy scattered across the area to cover as much of the Archivum as possible. They could approach from any angle. I'll not make my cohort an easy target. Split them up and have them cover all the approaches. Bold Magos, but risky. If they pick us off one by one, they might deny us the data we seek. If they can eliminate several of us with one attack, we'll be lost. Those are my orders, Sub-Tribune. A pair of heretics is already in the Archivum, busy scouring the servers for information. They have opened up another server nearby, which could easily be searched by a servitor without alerting the heretics. Yeah, that's first strike. Their backs are turned, they're unaware, kill them both. Sound thinking, Magos. He who strikes first most often strikes last. Power up weapons and mark your targets. Open fire. The two heretics are caught in a burst of accurate fire, and are dead before their charred bodies hit the ground. There's only one was killed, but it should have been two. That's okay. It's just numbers. Not good. He's over there by himself. That's fine. That's what he needs to be. I guess these guys will push this direction. Where are the other scan modules? That's 1 and 2. Is it just the 3? Alright, works for me. Alright, I'm gonna have him move forward. See if we can't take out the servitor real quick. One less attack coming our way is always nice. Well, he does not want to go down. What a jerk. Oh, I didn't realize that guy was ranged. I should have got closer to him. That's okay. Took a lot of damage there. Not a big fan. Tell me we can kill this guy finally. Alright, he had a lot of physical armor. Go and scan this thing. I'm going to use the mechanical so I can heal up here. Don't know what sort of damage I'm doing to that guy, but hopefully enough. If he tries to move away, he should take an attack of opportunity now as well, which hopefully is enough to kill him. It is not. Wow, 6 crit damage, or 6 damage critical. Wowzers. Not a fan of those servitors. Oh no! His position's gonna be revealed. Some damage out of how much? God, those guys hit so hard. They are the worst. He has a bunch of armor, that's why. I mean, it's not going to do anything to him, but I may as well use it because I have it available. On the next round, I'll do the, I use the mechanical first thing. To ignore armor, since these guys seem to have enough armor to be annoying. How do I want to handle this? Because I could run up to this guy and kill him. Let's do it that way instead. Yeah, he has a lot of physical armor, so I'm not as worried about him. I'm one away from scanning it. That's disappointing. Let's do a couple of things. One, get some cognition points, or a cognition point, so we can heal this guy up. I guess this costs, yeah, that costs a cognition point. Disappointing. Sucker. Hopefully I'm not in range of this guy, because I think he'll take him down. Son of a gun. Yeah, it's like a truck. Which I find to be pretty uncool. We just need to scan the one last thing, so I'm gonna just try to make a run for it. I don't know what that guy's over here doing. He just keeps like running back and forth or something. Which is fine by me, it means he's not hindering my progress. Come on, kill him. Nice. Wow, 4 damage. Those guys are annoying. Alright, let's grab a cognition point, and we should be able to run up to the scan, and maybe that's it, or is it going to make me survive for a few rounds after that? Wait, why can't I run past this guy? Really? Well, I may as well run here then and then heal the other tech priests. Well, or attack. And get rid of some of his armor. That's a little annoying. I think we'll make it there, but still annoying. I think I'm in range of that guy. Yeah, I only have the one guy left. Son of a gun. It's fine, he's very tanky. I take an attack by opportunity, but that's okay. Alright, cool. We succeeded. Thank goodness. That was something else. Those darn range guys did so much damage. The servitors delve deep into the arcane information architecture of the Archiva Moribundus. Thousands of years of obscure and incomplete data are data mined. Finally, a series of files concerning Epsilus Damic Yoth are found and uploaded to the ship's command throne. This data is astonishing. Were I susceptible to emotional overload, I would be stunned. Epsilus Damic Yoth was an Archmagos biologist, there we go. Xenobiologist, who specialized in researching the Necrons. Much of the intelligence we have used on this mission originated from Epsilus's studies, and yet none of this information is recorded anywhere else. Hypothesis. The information prescription order was successful. Corollary. Mostly successful. There is no suggestion of what crime they committed to be branded an Heretek. However, the fact their followers are present on a mission to investigate a Necron tomb world cannot be a coincidence. Epsilus's followers seek something on Silva Tenebris, equals %high. It is our task to see they do not get it. Heck yeah. Those guys got slapped around. Gain 9 cognition points. I can see that being useful. But we can now level up. Let's do Jeremiah. Why can't I say Jeremiah? There we go, Jeremiah. Jeez Louise. Energia enhancers cost -1 cognition points to use. I don't think I've found one of those yet. But I'll take the upgrade. Which means I can probably afford to put another weapon here. The one that costs 4. There we go. So it does what? 6 to 8 energy damage to targets, destroy 1 energy armor and 0 physical armor, but that's just regular shots. Machine Spirit destroys energy and physical armor, 3 of each. So that's really good. Compared to what I was using, which was this. Yeah, 1 to 8 energy damage. This is pretty... No, this is what I was using. Plus 2 damage, which is pretty good. But I think destroying armor is better in the long term. Oh, ignores armor. Okay, I'm gonna give this to the other guy. Leonardus. Could get him another upgrade. Oh, went right past him. Leonardus, you get to have this. This. There we go. Alright, next mission is going to be... Plague Wind. Normal difficulty, and we get a cognition increase. Cognition gauge increase. The fumes from the... What? Oh, sorry. The fumes from the tomb of Ubjao is damaging equipment and the morale of the Adeptus Mechanicus forces. At Lector Dogmatus Videx's suggestion, place sacred incense burners in the tomb to banish the miasma. I'm having so much trouble reading. Actually, you know what? We'll bring... Who haven't we seen yet? That's a melee guy. We brought this guy along? I don't think we brought this guy along. I think we brought... We brought him. He's okay. We haven't brought this guy along. So we'll bring these two. See if we can't show him off. Magos, the discovery of this new tomb is a cause for great perturbation. I can imagine, Videx. A foul place indeed. It is to be hoped whatever diseases are within are not communicable to humans. There's one element of its foulness that cannot help be noticed by our personnel on the ground. You refer to the stench. A tech priest cannot be dismayed by such things, but less augmented personnel are complaining vociferously about the matter. The fumes are actively damaging rebreather components. Levistians 7.14. Bleak be the prospects when the black wind of heresy blows. Your solution, Lector Dogmatus? Sacred incense burners placed at key points in the tomb of Ubjao will banish the noxious fumes. I suspected as much, and I take it the tech priests under my command will be expected to enter the tomb and place this incense. Indeed. Then we are of the same mind in this matter, Magos. The tomb of Ubjao is infested and the atmosphere is toxic. It's damaging our rebreathers and pushing filtration glands to their limit. When this sacred work is complete, conditions shall be greatly improved. I hope you're correct. None of the Skitarii relish being sent into the tomb of Ubjao. They will do their duty. They will, Magos, complaining all the way. We're ready to advance. That's how most people in the military are. They do their duty, but they complain. Non-stop. I don't know why I have such a hard time reading the dialogue. Well, a lot of dialogue in this game is a little disjointed, so that's part of the reason why I have trouble reading it. Also, do these guys have all the, They have all the initiative, which is kind of annoying. Sorry, you can probably hear my dog barking in the background. Not sure what's going on. She's not normally a barker. So. There might be somebody outside. But even then, she doesn't bark very often. News to me. Yeah, we're gonna go grab all 3 of these cognition points. I'm just running past everybody. Then we go scan this. So I don't forget to do that later. Then I'm actually going to run back to this guy and give him the beat down. Wow, really messed that guy up. This guy is getting messed up. I guess that's the only cognition point outpost, right? Yeah. Gonna reveal his stats then. Alright, yeah, we're just killing all the enemies, so may as well start cutting them down. I'll save that for the next turn. Gonna damage that guy a little more. So he should get killed by an attack of opportunity. Yeah, we'll place him over here. So you can smack them around when they try to run past. Sweet. Just cutting these guys down. That's what I like to see. These flayed ones don't do a ton of damage. Like, just a little bit of physical armor goes a long way against these guys. He's in a bit of a pickle, though. I think I'm actually just going to use him to clean up this guy. So that's what they're good for. Give an E-help. That should be all he wrote for that. Perfect. Cut him down. They should be able to get through his armor. Like, he's really good against flayed ones, as it stands. Then we come over here. If I can knock this guy back. Yeah, this will be fine. I'll try and take this guy out real quick. I'm sure it's close. I'm not going to bother with that. There's no sense in it. I'm in melee. Good, and he's going to shoot that guy. Even better. Nice. And we got full cognition points for the next next battle. That was what I was aiming for. Now this junction of passageways is one of places selected for the incense burner. An unexpectedly strong air current is blowing through the intersection. It will disperse the incense before it has a chance to perform its purpose of sacred odor banishing. Use a tech lore to alter the chemical makeup of the incense and intensify its effect. So then it'll just blow through the entire tomb, right? The cohort attempts to alter the chemistry of the sacred incense using promethium fuel, but the incense is several centuries old and made with alchemical techniques lost to the Imperium. When burned, the appalling stench exuded by the burner is worse than the rot of the tomb of Ubjao. Whoopsies. Another glyph. Oh, these are new. I'll select that one. Hey, 3 CP that we can't use. One of the cohort has become infested with skin chewer grubs. These creatures are native to Silva Tenebris and live off carrion, of which there is a plentiful supply in the tomb of Ubjao. The grubs burrow into skin and damage the muscle tissue beneath, and are both painful and demoralizing. Yeah, employ medical cautery to burn away the grubs. The painful improvised procedure is surprisingly effective at driving the grubs out of the affected flesh, though it is extremely painful and damaging to the infested trooper. However, the trooper's resolve in the face of this sacrifice inspires the cohort, which breaks out into spontaneous prayer. This chamber is littered with human bones. They show signs of having been dismembered with sharp blades. They represent around a dozen bodies. Yeah, gather the bones for proper interment out. Let's examine the bones in case they can tell us more about the threats in the tomb of Ubjao. The bones were indeed dismembered with extremely sharp blades, but they were butchered with little skill rather than dissected. The dismemberment took place post-mortem. They're probably settlers of St. Eckhard's Hope, who strayed into the tomb or were captured and brought here. This information sets the cohort on edge, and they scan their surroundings for whatever did this. Alright, scan or destroy. I see 2. Is it just 2? Looks like it's just 2. I'll see about putting him over here. Let's see what happens. Actually, you know what? No. Can I get rid of this guy? I'll wait till the first round is over before I do that. I can run all the way over here. Yeah, do it. Try to take care of this guy because he can go into Overwatch, which I don't want to deal with. Alright, well he's done. So I get some acid damage in. Let's go scan this one as well. Oh wow, a bunch of flayed ones. He should mostly be okay, since he's highly resistant to physical damage. I want to have him run back, so he gets some attacks of opportunity on these guys. I think that'll work. And then you... How do I want to go about this? I'd probably take out one of these flayed ones at least. Oh, there's a flayed one all the way over there. And I think one right there as well. A lot of flayed ones. Super uncool. But I have a lot of physical armor, so I think we'll be okay. Alright. Alright, I don't have a lot of energy armor on that guy, but he still only did 1 damage. Cool. Are they just gonna ignore my... Looks like they are. They're just gonna ignore the guy with all the armor, which is smart of them, but still annoying. Alright, they reanimate 1 turn faster. Not a big deal. They're swarming that one guy. Fine, that's what I have him there for. Take the damage for everybody else. It's okay, it's working out for me. They have a lot of enemies here. That's what's time consuming in this encounter. Take care of that guy. Making progress. Alright, what do we have here? I think this is important. I'll take the attack of opportunity, just so I can get 2 shots off towards this guy and potentially take him out. Actually, gathering the cognition is also a good idea. Oh, now I can take that guy out, so let's do that. I really need to get him in a better position. He is not... I don't know what I was thinking here. Nothing good, that's for sure. Well, man, that guy's almost dead. It's not too bad. If he doesn't have armor... Yeah, so let's go take this guy out. Again, one less attack coming my way next turn. Alright, more Necron warriors, that's fun. That's what I wanted to see. Go throw him down right there. Actually, I should have used him to clean up the mess over here. That's fine. Have him yell here, pull aggro. Perfect. Then you will take out... Actually, yeah, start cleaning up the bodies. Destroy 1 energy armor and 1 physical armor. Probably better used over here. Wow, did 4 damage. I was hoping that'd be enough to take him down. It was close. Oh cool, the acid damage got him. That guy's putting in some work. I respect that. It's alright, still full in cognition points. I'll take it. Then this guy's on cleanup duty. Should be enough to kill him. Yeah. Oh, didn't see that guy over there. I'll take the attack of opportunity, because it means I get to use my new fancy gun on this guy. Which I'm excited about. It fires in a straight line passing through all units. I was hoping it would like weasel its way through here and hit this last guy, but that's fine. Not bad. We'll put him over here. This guy will take 2 attacks of opportunity if he tries to run. Or just 1. I am hugely in favor of this melee build. Goodbye, loser. Alright, that should be it, right? Nice. Sorry, I just hit my desk. Yeah, that... The melee build is... It's working out pretty well. Because the mechanic in place where if you're in melee, you can't fire a ranged weapon. So the enemies that are ranged are forced to run away from this guy. And he has a ton of movement range as well, so he just gets right up on them, and then they're forced to move and take these attacks of opportunity. So I think I've got a strategy as far as using troops go. You can call them at the beginning of each round, so you get your melee tech priest in like a group of like ranged enemies, and you just drop all your melee troops right on top of them. They're all going to try and run, and they're going to take a ton of attacks of opportunity from the troops in the tech priest. I could see you getting 1 or 2 kills using that strategy, depending on how closely together the Necrons are, of course. This may not be a well-omened place for the burner. Meditations, Logicae, verse 619. How dim the sacred light burns when the unholy darkness loometh all about. The chamber where the burner is placed is festooned with scraps of gory human skin, and the walls are inscribed with Necron sigils that exude a sense of unholiness. Attempt to clean away the worst of the unholy gore. Hey, we got a phosphor blaster. Just multiple projectiles in a cone area, reveal target statistics, deals 2 to 4 energy damage, and machine spirit plus 2 damage. Okay. The cohort tries to remove the drapings of skin and clean away the blood. The work is demoralizing, and the oppressive nature of the chamber takes its toll on them. However, they're able to recover some augmetics and weapons from the sorry remains of the bodies butchered here. I hesitated because I thought it said there. A sacred incense burners begin sending clouds of sacred, toxin-neutralizing smoke throughout the tomb. Though the tomb of Ubjao is still an extremely unpleasant and dangerous environment, the most severe effects of the foul atmosphere are counteracted, and the Skitarii are able to operate there with greater effectiveness. Already the tomb of Ubjao represents less of a moral threat to our mission. Kalimnin Orations 5.25. The sweet incense of faith conquers the toxic stench of corruption. Its inhabitants are no less inimical to our presence, however. And they will be destroyed, Magos. Like every other Xenos on this planet, they will fall before us. Macarian Commentaries, Chapter 71. As we purify the ground beneath their feet, they shall find no shelter. I admire your zeal, Videx, but our mission will not be achieved with faith alone. That is why we brought guns as well as prayers, Magos. I mean, you can't argue with that. The guy knows how to justify his faith. Only minus 70, so yeah, this is pretty good dungeon. Or tomb. We get this cognition mechadendrite. Gosh, I cannot talk. Or read. It's 3 physical armor for 1 round. Plus 10 meter movement for 1 round. That would be good for the scan or destroy missions. Alright, Jeremiah, time to max you out, buddy. So if no melee weapon is equipped, gain 1 damage, 1 physical armor, 1 energy armor. For ranged weapons, plus 15% critical chance. So I wonder if the mechadendrites count as melee weapons. Because it's not in the melee weapon slot. I wish the items had like an actual identifier on them, like it says power axe, and maybe melee weapon underneath that, followed by whatever else. Single target melee attack. I mean, it says melee attack. This also says single target melee attack, but does it count as a melee weapon? I'll have to check in the next mission to see. Because this is all base stuff. This hasn't been he should have a 45% chance critical. 45% critical chance. Well, this will be 40. So 55 critical chance with his passive and everything. I'll have to check in the next mission to see if he's getting the upgrades. Or getting the bonus off of not having a melee weapon equipped with this equipped. Alright, let's go ahead and level him up some. I'm a little short leveling him up again. Everybody's pretty... Let's see, does everybody have 17 health? He only has 15. Can I change that? Oh yeah, because he has this. Which gives him 20% critical chance. But doesn't give him health. This would give him health though. Let's see what that looks like real quick. That's pretty cool. That's how I imagine most tech priests have their legs augmented. I'd still rather have that. How much health does that give him? 18. So he actually would have more health than anybody else, but I'd rather him have the movement so he can get in position to shoot enemies better. Yeah, I really hope this doesn't affect his... I hope this doesn't count as a melee weapon for his... whatever this is called. Rights of range. Maybe I'll look it up online. I like looking things up, but I think that's something, because again, since it doesn't apply here in the ship, which doesn't make sense to me. I think if you have that... So let's go back. Let me double check and make sure it's not applying. Yeah, because he doesn't have energy armor applied here. He should have 3 armor, 3 physical and 1 energy. So yeah, it doesn't apply while you're on the ship. I think that's silly. Well, I'm going to assume this doesn't apply because it's not an actual melee weapon slot, and we'll try it in the next mission. And if I notice that it... Because what... Should he get any sort of armor or anything? Yeah, he should get 1 physical, 1 energy. So we'll look in the next mission. That's the best way to check. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully he can keep this equipped because that's very good to have. Especially for a ranged only character. Like, I think this is necessary. So if they get in your face, you can knock them back and then gun them down. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.